Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Rahmat-i-Alam by SYED Sulaiman Nadvi. Muhammad, peace be upon him. Mercy for the universe. Translated by A.Rauf Luther. Chapter 17. People of Safa. Safa is an Arabic word which means a raised platform. It was built in the courtyard of the mosque. This was a residential place for the Muslims who had no shelter. They collected wood from the forest in the daytime and sold it in the market. Thus they lived their lives. At night they used to learn how to read and write. Also they gained religious knowledge. Most of the time they remained with the Prophet, and whatever they heard from him, they learnt it by heart. Whenever there was any urgency for deputing a Muslim missionary for the spread of Islam and teaching the tenets of Islam, companions from amongst these people were dispatched. Perfection of prayer. There had been no peace at Makkah. The Muslims could not offer their prayers openly without risking their lives, so there was a prayer of only 2 rakat. In the peaceful environment of Medina, they were free to practice their religion. The number of rakat was increased from 2 to 4 for afternoon and late afternoon prayers, 3 rakat in the evening and 2 for the dawn prayer. 2 rakat for the morning are only due to the reason that there is an injunction to recite long verses in that prayer. For inviting the Muslims to prayers, it was essential that there must be some sign or signal for it. The Hindus have their horns, the Christians ring bell in the churches, and the Jews use kurna. Islam ignored all these methods, which were vain practices, and gave azan for the purpose. A person used to stand up in the mosque and recited azan loudly that the Muslims could hear it and come to the mosque for offering their prayer of that time. How sweet are the words of the azan! God is great, God is great. I testify that there is one God and no other God, and I testify that Muhammad is his envoy, etc., etc. Jummah prayer could not be held at Makkah, and here there was an opportunity for the Muslims to offer his prayer in congregation. The first Imam was Mus'ab bin Umair, who was dispatched by the Prophet from Makkah. He introduced Jummah prayer in Medina. When the Prophet came there, after staying a few days at Quba, he offered Jummah congregation prayer. He delivered a sermon first and then offered the 2 rakat Jummah prayer. Qibla. All the Muslims should face towards the same direction, and this direction is known as Qibla. The Jews faced towards Baitul Muqaddas, the prayer house which had been constructed by the prophets David and Solomon. This had been the Qibla of the Arabs, for it was the mosque built by Hazrat Abraham. The only prophet used to stand facing Kaaba in such a way that Baitul Muqaddas was also on the same direction. The conditions changed as soon as the Muslims came to Medina. On one side of the Kaaba was Medina, and on the other was Baitul Muqaddas. Only one of these could be reckoned as a Qibla. So after 16 years, he was enjoined by God to change the direction of the Qibla towards the Mosque of Abraham, that is Kaaba, because that was the first house of God on this earth. Brotherhood. One or two individuals from each family residing in Makkah had embraced Islam. As they left for Medina, they had to leave everything, their wealth and belongings. The Prophet united the refugees and the Ansar in such a wonderful manner that one Muhajir became the brother of the Ansar. They turned out such fast brothers that their relation became more stronger than their actual ones born of the same womb. The Ansar shared their goods, wealth, and belongings with the Muhajirs and took them as partners in their own business. If you like the video, then please share and subscribe the channel now. Press the bell icon and click on all. Thank you. Jazakumullahu khairan kaseera.